Hello guys, welcome to Autolatest Cars. Today we are making a review of the new BYD, the first actually important BYD car that actually enters on European market. It's called BYD Dolphin Surf. This is not a Dolphin, this is a Dolphin Surf, because the former generation of Dolphin was actually the new Atto 2, which is a bigger car. It has around a length of 4 meter 220. This has a length of 3 meter 990. So this is a smaller, because BYD made some changes as models on European market. So the former Dolphin facelift is called now Atto 2, and the former Dolphin, simple Dolphin, that actually was made and sold on European market till this year, had the 204 horsepower electric engine and 60 kilowatt hour LFP battery and the 177 horsepower electric engine, and I think this battery 43.6. Now the new Atto 2, it has the same battery as this Dolphin Surf, 43.6 kilowatt hour battery, 43.2 kilowatt hour battery, but with the only 177 horsepower electric engine. So comparing these two models, actually you have to look at this BYD Surf, because it has the same battery. The chassis, it's almost the same. Of course it's not the same. That Atto 2 is better, has a better build quality, but this has a better value. From my point of view, this car on Romanian market, when we are making this movie, it costs from the 11,590 euros with VAT and the incentive. The incentive here is around 7,500 euros for the entry level car that has only a small battery of 30 kilowatt hour, also blade and LFP battery, but 87 horsepower. So that's an entry level battery, entry level engine. Of course you have a medium levels version which is called Boost, that has also the same 87 horsepower, but with this bigger battery. I think that's not an option. From my point of view, the only option for the beginners is the entry-level version with 30 kilowatt hour battery and the 87 horsepower electric engine, because it's the cheapest electric car, normal electric car, or as I say to everybody, real electric car, because Dacia Spring is not a real electric car. This is only city car. That's a delivery boy car. That's not a car from my point of view with 0 or 1 star Euro NCAP safety. That's not a car for everybody, only for the delivery guys. It's a better step for the after scooter. It's Dacia Spring, but with this Dolphin Surf, the Dacia brand will actually kill the Spring, because it's game over. This car costs 11,590 euros with VAT and incentive, and that's it for Dacia Spring. On this price range, you could have more expensive. Of course, you could have a Hyundai Instar, but the Instar has a bigger battery, but it's a lithium battery, but also with 2 electric engines, but it's a smaller car compared with this one. And actually that's an upgrade for the Dacia Spring. The next level is Hyundai Instar, but this BYD Dolphin Surf compares directly, it's a direct competitor for the Renault 5 E-Tech, for Opel Corsa E-Corsa, for Peugeot E208, and also I think, but that's a stretch, for the Hyundai Kona EV, with small battery, with a 40 kilowatt hour battery. But that's another discussion. Kona is bigger, but this BYD Dolphin Surf actually it's quite nice. So let's talk about this car. From the design point of view, BYD actually plays safe. The car looks good. It's a new platform. It's called 3. It's the third generation of electric cars. It has an integrated battery. The battery is an LFP 43.2 kilowatt hours, and that is capable of charging with 85 kilowatt from a supercharger. Actually, we tested on a Tesla supercharger, and the max speed was around 61 till 70, but that was a normal charging. The car was cold, then we go to the Tesla supercharger. I don't think BYD actually tells everybody about the preconditioning of the battery. I don't think I didn't find inside the preconditioning the battery to go to charging. Let's say in the next hour I will drive, or in the next half an hour I will drive to the supercharger, and I could preheat the battery. It's not possible of this car. Of course, you have only two regenerative braking, soft and hard. You could definitely should drive it on hard because this is a city car. Okay, let's talk about the build quality. This is good, yes. This is not good, and I think they know that. This is not good. Of course, the hood is not good compared with this part, which is better. So you could see the difference. The bumper actually fits quite well. The BYD says they build everything on this car alongside beside the tires, and we have to believe them. So BYD, the new one, the new city car, electric city car that will make everybody scream at Renault, Dacia and Volkswagen and Stellantis, because this is a very competitive car with a very good engine, very good battery. Let's see the windshield. The windshield, it's made by BYD. This is not Fuyayo, this is made by BYD. The side mirrors are made by BYD, as you could see. Yes. This car has the charging port of this car. It's on the right, and I will tell you why it's on the right and it's not in the back. Actually, BYD learned in 20 years of making electric trucks, electric buses, electric batteries, and for the last 10 years electric cars, that you should definitely make from the length of the charge cable from the charging point to the battery to the inverter to be very the distance should be shorter compared with the previous generation. This car has these beautiful tires. From my point of view, that's a miracle for the BYD. They're called Hankook Ion STAS and they're very composed. 185/55 by 60. So if you have a normal car with a petrol engine, go buy these tires because they are very quiet even on the highway at high speed. Hankook, and I think these tires are made. These tires are definitely made in Asia, but in the future, BYD will bring the production of this Dolphin Surf in European market, and Hankook has a factory in Hungary. BYD actually has a factory in Hungary, so every component of this car will be made in Europe. So let's say this entry level comfort has a price tag of 80,380. The empty weight is 1,380 kilograms. Max speed 150 kph. Definitely this car could go faster than that. 220 Newton meters the electric engine and 150 horsepower. Let's see about the trunk. The trunk, they say 308 liters and 1,037 liters with the seats folded. This is my shopping list for today. As you could see, the build quality is not the most important thing at this car. As you can see, this thing, but this is a BYD. That's the interior of the BYD. Nice seats, nice tablets. The build quality, it's okay. It's not magical, but it's okay. Of course, you'll have somehow a small luggage compartment compared with the Puma Gen E that has also the frunk in the front and the bigger trunk. It's called Dolphin Surf. This is a LED bar. When you're driving in the night mode, this is the LED bar. A lot of LED. No wiper on the rear door, which is not quite good from my point of view. Let's talk about the technology and open the hood. And before opening the hood, this is the daylight running lights. This is the LED system, which is quite good. Okay, let's open the bonnet. It's a 1-2 system like a BMW, but without hydraulic dampers, which is it's enough. It's, from my point of view, it's enough. So under the hood, you'll find out that this power domain controller, yes, it's made by BYD. Everything here is made by BYD. So they say this is 8 in 1. I say 8 plus 1. So you have the electric engine integrated, you have the gearbox integrated, you have the inverter integrated, you have the controller of the battery integrated, you have the charger integrated, you have the distribution charger integrated, and you have the VCU integrated. Everything is integrated in the same place, and of course with the I think this is the heat pump, which is quite nice. It's a system that actually works. It's simple. I think it's not that simple compared with the Hyundai Instar, but it's a normal system that uses, of course, 850 kilograms of Freon, which is R1234 YF, which is the most expensive one. And of course, BYD tells us that the battery is beneath the car. So this system, it's actually very competitive. It's important to know that you don't have 12 volts battery. 12 volt battery, you don't. I search it, and it's not here. Everything is made by BYD. If you don't have the 12 volts battery, the battery is the big LFP blade battery beneath the car. This system produces only 150 horsepower, but the car is empty. The empty weight of the car, it's quite low compared with the competition. It's like 1,380 kilograms. That means that the gearbox has to work not so much compared with the direct competition that weighs around 1.6 1.7 tons empty weight, and I'm talking about empty weight. The ground clearance is like 158 millimeters, which is quite nice. It's quite enough. The entry level battery with 30 kilowatt hour battery has a lower ground clearance. I don't know why, but this one with bigger battery and comfort level of equipment has bigger ground clearance. The car actually drives quite well in city driving. On the highway, I will show you on the highway, and also in city driving. The tires are actually the most reliable thing on this car, because they are very competitive compared with the Michelin and Continental tires. These Hankook Ion tires are a very good friend with this BYD. The car actually looks good, drives good, has an LFP battery made by BYD, of course. Inside it's okay, and the price tag it's horror for the Renault brand. Renault 5 attack with the bigger battery, with the normal battery and the bigger power plant will cost you. I actually configured one at the Roland Garros edition, was 36,000 euros, and this car is below 20,000 euros with VAT, with VAT and the incentive of 7,500 euros. If you make that incentive of Renault car, it's around 10,000 euros more expensive than this BYD. So it's your money, you have to choose. But from our point of view, of making mass media automotive journalists for over 20 years, go for the BYD, because they are more reliable compared with the Renault Tech and even the Stellantis brands. This system works. Is not the best in the world. BYD has also the 177 horsepower that are mounting on the Atto 2. They could put that engine on this and this one, and would make it even faster, but I think it's enough. This one, it's enough. This 154 horsepower and 220 Newton meters at 0 RPM, it's quite enough from my point of view. Let's go inside. Before going inside, this is the NFC. You could open your car with the phone or with your watch, with the special magic watch, but that's not a bulletproof system, because the mirrors on the normal cars are prone to be broken by bikers, by accidents, and the Tesla system that actually mounts the NFC, see here, it's better. These are the handles. This is like, I remember the BMW E36, the first real aerodynamic mass production car in Germany. This is the soundproof of the sound of the closing of the door. It's okay. When you go inside, that's my jacket. And of course we see this vegan leather with 2 tones, which is quite enough. It's quite beautiful. And of course these racing seats, these are standard. This is very hard and this is soft. I don't know what material is this, but I think it's the vegan leather. Let's go in the front door. The same thing is the same. The build quality, it's okay. So this is the interior of this new Dolphin Surf, a car that actually it's the most important electric car that is launched this year on European market. So this is the technical sheet for you. You have 3 levels of equipment: active, boost and comfort. This is the comfort one. As I told you, we have 43.2 kilowatt-hour battery, electrical range combined 310, CT 460. I think if you put around real range 10 or 15% lower, that's the real range compared with the actually what BYD is saying. 10.8. Okay, charging port 85 kilowatt-hour for the big battery. And of course, let me show you another specification because it is important. You could stop the video and stop the video and see the technical details. The electrical motor, it has 65 kilowatt power. That's 87 horsepower, and we are driving the comfort with 115 kilowatt-hour, which is 154. The torque is 175 Newton meter for the entry-level engine, 220, 0-100 9.1, top speed 150 kph. I think it's 160 easily. Core weight 1,390 kilograms, length 390, width 1,720, and of course the ground clearance, as I told you, 151 with a small battery, 154 with the bigger battery, but fully loaded the same. It has the same weight. This is the car. This is the specification, the official specification from BYD, and the height is 1,590 millimeters. Okay, this car, let's start it. It has a normal button, normal on-off button. This is the system. This is the BYD system. We have now 82% of the battery, 257 kilometers of range. Yes, we don't have a lot of the car has only 291 kilometers, so it's quite new. We have the tablet. If you push this button, the tablet will stay vertically. If you shut down the car, the tablet will go automatically on horizontal mode. Let's start the car. The tablet will go vertically automatically. I don't know why they made that. Of course, this is a gimmick that will be very fun for you in the first, I don't know, 30 days of driving this car, and after that you will leave the car and the tablet like this forever. Of course, what's new? This is the gearbox. This is the park button, drive, R, reverse. So it has a 360-degree camera. That's the comfort. Only the comfort one has this one. You have neutral. Actually the lines are disappearing. Drive, this is front, neutral, and in the back. And park, and when you go to park, you'll go in this system. The logo, I don't know with this logo, but it's quite simplistic from my point of view. Black with BYD. Okay, that's an annoying thing, but I think the designers from the BYD will change the logo in the next system, in the next years. This is the eye contact system that will surveil your face not to go to sleep or to watch the road. We have BYD design. These air vents are quite nice. A lot of plastic. Let's open the door. Plastic, and this is only vegan leather on this part of the door. And this handler, it's quite big. You don't have any buttons down there. You have automatic headlights, which is quite okay. You have cruise control. The sound system is here, which is quite okay. The connection with the Android Auto and the sound system and the radio actually works better compared with Geely and the MG from my point of view. You don't have navigation. Okay, retry, because this car doesn't have internet. this one is somehow the first ones. The Chinese make it simple. When you start the car, you have the Spotify. I don't know why, because we are not in America. And that's and when you start the car, you'll have let's see. I don't know. Classic. I don't know. The system it's quite you have to go. No, you have to search to radio to find the radio. And after that, but you have a lot of system. You have DAB, digital auto broadcast, music, video, audio. That's crazy from my point of view. A lot of normal shortcuts down there. But if you, when you make slide, you have Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, Spotify, navigation. We don't have no navigation. We have BYD system, which is quite important because when you say hi BYD, hi BYD.
Hi there.
Go to BYD service.
Sorry, I don't understand what you mean.
BYD dealer. Cancel. So we have quite some small problem with the BYD dealers on this market, but I think that's a problem that is going to be changing the next year. And of course, you have smart charging. When you push that, you could configure your BYD store. Of course, if you have an online connection, you could go to BYD store. You have a shortcut here for the air conditioning. Now is not the AC is not on, and you have this normal. Yes, you could see it. Normal commands. The gearbox, the mode. You have sport mode, eco mode, and normal mode. Definitely, you should go on eco mode. You have automatic windshield defroster, which is quite good, and this is on off for the ventilation, not for the air conditioning. This is for the ventilation. And let's say we started the air conditioning. You have the 257 range kilometer range and 82% of the battery. Let's say off, and we have the same range. So this car has a heat pump, a very important and very high-tech heat pump, because the range actually stays the same. Normal air vents here. I like that BYD actually puts a normal USB charger besides a 12-volt USB charger. Besides a Type-C charger, you have only one wireless charger, which is quite enough because it's very powerful wireless charging. And you have here an NFC with another NFC for the key to charge the key. And here we will have the very small glove compartment that's quite small. So this car, it's let's go outside. This car, it's an important one for the European market because it's cheap, because it looks good, it does. And of course I left, and the car is telling me that I have to go back and stop the car because this is on. This is the daylight running lights in normal driving modes, which everything is made by BYD, so everything should work beautifully. Because if it's a problem with the car component, the engineer from that department is going to be fired, from my point of view. So if you are Ford, Renault, VW, or Stellantis, you have a lot of company that you work with, Valeo, Bosch, Continental, everybody. And if you have a big problem with a component, you'll have a local recall or European Continental recall, and the guy that actually made that piece is going to pay combined with the producer, but the client will be forced to actually stop the car to go to the service. When you are driving a BYD car, everything is made by BYD, so BYD actually controls the costs, controls the quality, controls the reliability of every component of this car. That means that if something is not good, they will remediate it extremely quickly. They have 10 or 15 factories in China, and in the next year, the production of this BYD Dolphin Surf will start in Hungary. So the quality of these cars are going to increase because they are going to be built in European market by Europeans. So from my point of view, this one is the most important electric car, small electric car, small crossover-ish electric car on European market. The battery, it's enough. Don't worry, it's only 43. It's enough for 300 kilometers of range. It's enough, and you could go like crazy, and you will have 260, 280 kilometers an hour, even if you drive like crazy, in eco mode, not on sport mode. Yes. So this one actually drives better than the Renault 5 Tech, drives better than the Stellantis cars, and has only one competitor, direct competitor, which is Citroën E-C3, because that car has also a 44 kilowatt hour LFP battery like this one, but this is a Blade. That's an, I don't know the producer of that battery. I think it's also a Chinese. The cells are made in China, but they are assembled in Europe. That car is actually the biggest competitor for this BYD Dolphin Surf, but this car has a better build quality compared with the Citroën, and that's the reality. And the price tag is, I think it's lower. But if you go to the top of the line version, this Comfort, the price tag will increase, and we'll hope that BYD in the next year, when they start production of this car in Hungary, on the European market, the price should drop around 10-20%, and when that will happen, actually you have a lot of big problems for everybody that is trying to build cars, electric cars, normal cheap electric cars that don't have an Dacia Spring size, that actually they are making normal cars for 4 people, not for 5. So BYD actually launched the brand 3 weeks ago with the BYD Seal U, the REV, the plug-in version, and the Sea Lion, the SUV, big SUV from BYD, the Sea Lion, the Model 3 competitor, and the Atto 2. But the most important car for BYD in this moment is this BYD Dolphin Surf. That is a car that actually has a nice and a decent price tag compared with that one, with the competition, and I think it's enough. This is a car that you could drive daily driver for, I don't know, for 5 or 7 years, and if you want to go outside the city, you could go outside the city even on the highway, because the fast charge, it's 85 kilowatt hour, and that's enough. It's not a 100 kilowatt hour speed of the Stellantis electric cars or Ford Puma Gen E, but it's enough. From my point of view, it's enough, because this is an LFP battery, so you will have definitely no problem with this battery in 10 years from the life cycle of charging this battery compared with the lithium-1 battery. So that's it. Let's go to and drive it and tell you more about how this car will feel on the normal highway and the city driving. Hello guys, as I told you, let's drive the car. Today we are in the parking lot. We just started to drive this car. This is the new BYD Dolphin Surf. Actually, the average fuel consumption is 15.1 kilowatt hour per 100 kilometers. We have an 89% battery, range 276. Of course, the car has only 600 kilometers till now, so it's a brand new car, and was charged at the BYD at the Tesla supercharger, and the max speed of charging was 71 kilowatt hour, which is quite good, because we have to keep in mind that this battery is an LFP. This is not a lithium-1, and it's a blade battery, and officially they say it could charge with 85 kilowatt hours, and the 71 kilowatt hour, it's actually very good for a small electric car. We are driving in eco mode, as you can see, and that's the average fuel consumption, the average energy consumption of this little tiny electric vehicle, which is, from my point of view, one of the best electric vehicles. How it drives? First of all, we actually crossed a few seconds ago some bumpy roads, some tram lines, and the suspension is quite good. The wheels are small. They are 16-inch, but with 55. The rim is 55, so the tire is quite tall. So the BYD actually, the guys from BYD actually made this car to feel quite good in the city driving in this type of bumps. Let's see, this is Romanian roads. This is business as usual in the capital of Romania, but a lot of good roads, on good roads like we are entering now on the normal Romanian road. If you drive with 100 kilometers an hour, it's enough. So the suspension is quite good compared with Hyundai Inster. Hyundai Inster has a more direct suspension, but it's not so comfortable compared with the Puma Gen E. So that's a very big plus for the Puma. But also it's a very good note from us, from Autolatest cars, for this BYD Dolphin Surf. So this is not a Dolphin, this is a Dolphin Surf, so it's a smaller car, and as you can see, the speed, the car actually could easily go 150 kilometers an hour on the highway. I will show you when we enter on the highway. Now we are driving with 82 kilometers an hour, and the fuel consumption actually remained 15.2, which is quite good because this car, it's a tall car. This is not a small tiny car. This is not like a Hyundai Easter, which is quite narrow, and the empty weight it's low. This is a 1,380 kilograms car, city car. It's somehow a crossover from my point of view. How it drives? We're going now with 103 kilometers an hour. We have some road noise, but the big plus are the tires, the Hankook for electric cars Ion, which are magical from my point of view. But also we have some wind noise from the mirror, because the mirrors are quite big compared with the Puma Gen E has smaller mirrors, so it has a bigger advantage compared with this one. Let's see, 100 to 130.
Keep eyes on road.
Okay. And that's it, 146 kilometers an hour. It's a normal speed for a normal car, not for an electric vehicle. So the range, the fuel consumption has risen to 15.5, and we are driving 130 kilometers an hour. The road handling here, it's not so composed compared with the Puma Gen E. So if you compare this, the Ford Puma made in Romania at Craiova plant, it's better than this one. As a dynamic and the comfort, on real life comfort. This car with the incentive from Romanian government costs around 90,000 euros, and Puma it's around 20,500 with the incentives, and the incentives here are 7,500 euros. So the difference between this Dolphin Surf in comfort level, it's like 1,500 euros cheaper than the Ford Puma, but Puma it's a car better built from my point of view compared with this one. We have to keep in mind that this Chinese car actually has a lot of taxes. It has, I don't know, I think around 28 or 25 or 28% taxes, because the EU wanted that. They had 10%, and after that last year they increased the tax for this brand, and SAIC AMG has bigger worse taxation for every electric car they bring. But if we are talking about BYD, you have to remember that this car is made in China. This car is going to be made in Hungary, in East Europe, and after that I think the price tag of this car, it will be around below 10,000 euros on the entry level with VAT and incentives. So around 9,000 euros. I presume it will cost around 9,000 euros, which is bomb-proof, because it's a bombshell for every other car manufacturers of electric vehicles in Europe, because this car actually could drive quite good, but that's an 87 horsepower engine. This one with 150 horsepower and 220 Newton meters cost around 70,000 euros, 17, and this one it's around 19,000 euros. So it's below 20,000 euros, so it's a good price tag with an incentive of 7,500 on this market. For now, this is one of the best electric cars you could buy in Europe, because it's enough for 2 persons, 2 plus 2. They say it has only this car is for 4 persons, and 4 persons, and they are right. Even though the width of the car is bigger than the Hyundai Instar, this car actually destroys Dacia Spring on European market. Dacia Spring, it's a Dongfeng made by Renault with Dongfeng on the former platform called Renault Kwid, and that car actually, even that it costs around 900 euros with incentive included, it's a low cost car. It's a child's car compared with this one. This one, it's very composed. This car has a lot of systems, and this car has a lot of systems, and I think it's safer compared with the Dacia, which Dacia, I think it has only 1-star Euro NCAP, and this BYD Dolphin Surf, it could reach, I think could reach around 4 or 5 Euro NCAP stars, which is top of the line. Okay, asphalt and concrete, very composed. We are driving with 58 kilometers an hour. Okay, let's see 0-100 if you can make it on in eco mode, because everybody will drive this car in eco mode. Let's start. So that was 140 horsepower kph on concrete. This is not on asphalt. So this car, they say it could run 0-100 in 9.1 seconds, which is slower compared with the Puma. Puma Gene has a 0-100 time of 8.1. So if you compare these two cars, definitely Puma is made in Europe with the battery. Battery, I think, is also made in Romania. Better build quality, but the BYD, it has a very good warranty, because it's a car made 100% by BYD. Everything is made by BYD, and of course we made a comparison Puma Gen E and this car BYD Dolphin Surf, and the result was a surprise, because the European car, the Ford Puma, it's better quality and soundproofing and max speed and everything compared with this one. Even though everybody was scared, okay, the BYD is coming, we're finished. No, we are not finished, because this car has also a cost of acquisition compared with the Ford Puma Gen E. But when they were going to make this car in Hungary, now that's a game changing, because this car should cost around I don't know, 30% cheaper compared with this price, with today's price. So the difference will be bigger compared with everything on Europe, on European market. So the only competitor for this one, from my point of view, it's the new Citroen E-C3, because it has an LFP battery of I think 44 kilowatt hour. It has a very nice electric engine, and the chassis is comparable with this BYD Surf, Dolphin Surf. So with the price tag, with the incentive of 7,500 euros on this market, the price tag of E-C3, it's around 14,990. So this car, it's more expensive compared with the Citroen, but Citroen is an entry-level version. If you put if you put a lot of optional details on the car, it will be more expensive than this one. So if you like a normal car that actually drives quite well, go make a test drive, test drive at your local dealership of BYD. Enjoy the car. This car, it's not perfect, but it's enough. From my point of view, it's enough, because it actually makes a lot of sense. So let's put it on park, and we have now 257 kilometers, and the battery is 83, and as I told you, we are driving quite fast, 0-100, and normal highway speed of 130-140 kph, and the fuel consumption was 16.2. This car is quite good. Please go review it, and of course you could rotation not supported. Why is not rotation not supported? I don't know. It's not supported, the rotation. And of course, with that gimmick of putting to tilt this tablet, it's a nice system. But of course, it don't have electrochrome mirror. A lot of things that would be desirable for this car. But this is the first one made by BYD on European market. So enjoy it. Please take it like it is, and don't forget to compare that this comfort level, this comfort level of equipment, it is top of the line from my point of view, even with this vegan leather, which looks quite good. Wireless charging, 360-degree camera, everything is standard. And don't forget that this car has an 154 horsepower engine and a blade battery with an blade LFP battery with 43 and I think 43.6 kilowatt hour, which is quite good for this type of car. If you like what you're seeing and how you see it, and if you like to give us a like, it will be very, very appreciative from our point of view. Thank you.